Hello, my name is Aditya from Fun with Learning, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys about sets. Now, to begin this lesson, let us first define what a set is. Now, the proper definition of a set is a well defined collection of objects. Now, we know a collection of objects is basically a list, but what does well defined mean? Well, well defined means that when given a collection and given an object, we can accurately determine whether the object belongs to that collection or not. For example, let us take the collection of natural numbers. Now, natural numbers is a collection of numbers starting from 1 and proceeding up till infinity. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dot, dot, dot. You know that. Now, if given the object 1, the element 1, we know that it belongs to this collection, and so does 2 and 3. But what about 0? Well, since the collection of natural numbers start from 1, we know that 0 doesn't belong to this collection, and neither does minus 1. What about an element which is not a number at all, like a building? Of course, it doesn't belong to this collection. So we can say that this collection here is well defined, which makes this a set. Well, how about the collection of the best basketball players? Well, some people might include Curry in this, some people might include Kevin Durant here, some people might include Michael Jordan, some people might say LeBron James belong here. Well, as you can see, different people have different preferences over which person should fit in this collection and which one should not. So it's not well defined. Why? Because when given a particular object, when given a particular person, it depends on who you're asking if that element belongs in this collection or not. So it's not well defined and therefore it's not a set. Usually, if a collection is asking you about the best or the worst or something, basically it's asking you something which depends on your personal preferences, it is not a set. Well, how about the collection of the names of all the rivers in India? Well, we know it's going to be a really large collection, but it's still well defined. Why? Because when given the name of a river, we can just find out if it is in India or not. If it's in India, it belongs to this collection. If it's not, it doesn't. So even this is a set. So basically, any collection which is well defined is a set. Now moving on, how do we represent a set? How do we uh, represent a set? Well, there are mainly two ways to represent a set. The first one is the roster or tabular form. In this format, we just write down all the elements present in the set in order. Like for example, if somebody asks you the to write down the set of the primary numbers less than 10, you just go 2 comma 3 comma 5 comma 7. See how each of the elements is separated by a comma. And to denote that this is actually a set, you use these curly braces to enclose this list, and thus this is now a set. Well, how about the set of all the natural numbers? Now you start with the curly braces, start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but we are not going to write till infinity, are we? Of course not. we just use these little dots to represent that it just keeps going on, and end it here. And that's it. This is the set of all the natural numbers. What about the set of the natural numbers less than 1,000? Well, we just start like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Use the dots, and since we have a concrete ending here, we just end it with the 998, 999, and that's it. This is the set of the numbers natural numbers less than 1,000. Well, one important thing to note here is that in tabular format or roster format, the order doesn't matter. For example, in the first set, instead of writing this, I could have just written 3, 5, 2, 7, and it would have been the same set. These two would have been equal. Why? Because the order doesn't matter. Another important thing, the usually do not repeat elements in the tabular format. For example, if somebody asks you to write down the set of all the letters appearing in the word elephant, instead of writing E, comma L, comma E, comma P, comma H, A, N, T, you instead go E, L, P, H, A, N, T. See how we do not repeat E twice. So this is the correct format to write this. So remember, in tabular format, the order doesn't matter and you do not repeat elements. Well, the second way to represent a set is the set builder form. Set builder format, sorry. Here, instead of writing down all the elements, we instead just write down a variable and write down the condition which all the elements in that set follow. For example, here in this the set of the natural numbers, instead of going like this, we can just write x such that x is a natural number. That's it. Now this special symbol here represents the words such that. So this basically reads the set of all x such that x is a natural number. But it's still a bit tedious to write this long sentence, right? So instead of writing x is a natural number, we instead use a special symbol which looks like this. This means belongs to. So if we write a, this symbol B, it means that the set of A, the elements present in A, belongs to B. That is, the elements which occur in A also occur in B. So the set of all natural numbers is actually denoted by a special symbol n. N is the set of all natural numbers. Uh, Z is the set of all integers, Q the set of all rational numbers, and R the set of all real numbers. In case you just want the positive parts of these, you just give a plus superscript here. Well, so here instead of writing x is a natural number, we can just write x such that x belongs to n. This element reads as belongs. What about this top set, the prime numbers less than 10? Again, you just write x such that x is a prime number and x is less than 10. And even this one, this set of all natural numbers less than 1,000, you can just write the set of all x such that x belongs to n, since it belongs to natural numbers, and x is less than 1,000. It's as simple as that. So in this video, we learn the definition of set and the different ways of representing or writing a set. In the next video, I'm going to show you the different types of sets, the empty set, universal set, the subset, power set, etc. So thank you for watching.